Hello everyone, welcome back for episode 7. Last episode was all about holding the line, constant defense with only small strikes where we could manage. The economy is still shaky, but for the first time we're seeing the bigger picture. This is a turning point, a shift from pure survival to planning for real growth. The empire is stabilizing, and now Karl Franz can finally look towards victory instead of just staying alive. I don't know if I can actually attack this army, because we are on a route to intercept this, although it does look like a pretty strong army. It's not just some casual army that shows up. Okay. Now we had just recaptured the Black Pit, but it does look like Todd here is on his way to attack the Beastman. He's not at war with anyone else, which is very good for us, but Todd does not have a lot. He does have Middenheim, I suppose, since we did bring him back to life, but he really is reluctant on joining wars against certain enemies. He does look cool. Look at him. Wow. Look at you go, Todd. Okay. What do I do? We have armies constantly marching towards Altdorf. Like, this defensive force here just needs to expand because it is clear that they just want to get into my heartland. And I don't want to be on the defense forever, so I might need to just get cheaper armies out. Like, these are good armies and they do very well in combat, but I don't know if I can keep it up. Ideally, let's have a look. Ideally, I unify. Apparently I can unify with Nordland currently. So this is possible. A unification with Nordland would mean that I take over the regions towards the center here. Nordland is, however, at war with the Aesthetic Legions. Here you see military alliance. And that means that these lands, together with Talabheim, I suppose, which is also not in the greatest shape, and Deadwood, these three regions would come to me. I would gain their armies, which is not greatest, but it does look like they're about to lose a lot of land, and I'm not at war with these guys yet, I don't think. So for now, that would either that would just probably declare on me, or that would just give me a little bit of time to delay that. But I would probably just, like, struggle with this area here if I did that. Ideally, if I want to confederate, I want to confederate with Wissenland. That would give me Elspeth, who's pretty good, and yeah, give me this region, be able to fight back a little bit against these vampires. But I'm not quite there yet with her. So let's focus on confederating with Wissenland first. She doesn't have a lot of regions left. The Northlands is falling apart, so that's just something that's happening. How am I gonna achieve the fealty? We're at 9, so I think we have quite a lot. So let's go ahead and I already used to send aid, which is not great. I was gonna try and do that. Open the gates, recommendation. No, I can't really do anything to help this now. So I'm at 9 with her, so that's a bit of a shame. I need to pump that up. I have, in 4 turns, I can run the send aid, and this will give, this gives +2 fealty, and then I can do the unify with Wissenland. And Wissenland is pretty powerful. That's going to bring me back to power. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to handle the extra territory and threats that come with it, but I guess we'll see once we're there. So let's focus on that. In the meanwhile, let's focus on our defense also, which we are really struggling on right now. So Karl, we either need to abandon the Black Pit. Here I just have to go ahead and... I'm not entirely sure if I can attack this army, but if I attack it here, I have the garrison that comes with me. So let's give that a try anyway, just because those extra troops will... I do not get a garrison. That is a bit weird. Okay. It says close victory. The Great X, I don't have a lot of gunners in this army, which is a bit concerning since these guys are quite heavily armored. Not these guys, but just these 3. And they have these close quarters infantry, armor piercing missiles. So I guess their range. But they throw stuff. They have these war beasts, which are really a pain for my flanks. I have decent spearmen. I have good lords. Their lord is a level 9. My 2 lords could definitely take him out and rout this army. I think we should try and fight this battle. I'll go ahead and quick save just in case. Not that I ever go back to my quick saves, but yeah, you never know if the game bugs out or something. And you just kind of want to get back to it. Look, this window's crashing. See, you never know. Alright, here we go. There we go, we're doing quite a lot of damage here. And while we're trying to push our army up, I gotta watch my flanks quite badly. Have to be very quick here. Oh, how did they? Ooh, wow, okay. Cavalry here's got it covered. Let's move these guys up a bit. Looks like we are fighting that lord, which is really what we want to kill. Let's try and focus down that lord. Lots of movement going on here. Okay, this is very bad. How did they get behind my... okay, these guys are caught by my spearmen. I really gotta help out on these wolves. I don't know why these guys are acting so weird. I guess it's just to do with the thing here. Let's turn that off on these guys also. I'll have to micro them a little bit better. These archers are in a rough spot. We're fighting their lord quite well. We're doing a lot of damage. We're holding that left flank. I can't really zoom in to watch the spectacle, but this is a bit rough now. These archers were pulling back. I'm gonna rotate these guys a little bit. Now we are doing... My Reichswehr's not very good at just holding against spear units, obviously. So let's try and focus. Actually, yeah, let's focus here. Then on the right, we want to focus down these... Let's see if I can get these guys behind. Now these guys are breaking through perfectly. We're gonna want to deal with this. And these guys are doing quite some damage. The enemy lord is dead. Oh, no, not yet. But we are taking a lot of damage, so I really need these cavalry to come in to stop that from happening. And these guys, put them up like this. These guys, are they getting... Okay, we really want to go save our Reichsguard now. And these guys here, and I want the focus to be on the left flank, which is faltering. Now here we want to get some help in the line. Let's get that lord in there. Up here on this flank, we're also struggling. Oh, looks like we got caught by these beasts, which is not ideal. Let's turn these guys around to kind of help out a bit. And here, we really want to deal with these. We also want to help here. It's a bit difficult. Hard decision. My cavalry here is just absolutely dying because they're not made to hold that line, but I didn't really have much of a choice there. Okay, we're going to go ahead and sally these guys forth into that, or try and sally them forth into that. Very good strike here. Pull out. Okay, we're winning. Okay, let's chase that down. You guys chase that down. This cavalry is not meant to be in combat. Boy, I selected both. No, I did not. Okay, good. Then here, oh, that's not what we mean to do. Then here we're gonna get our gunners to rotate. Rotate these guys around here. Lords are doing quite the work though. Now it's getting a bit chaotic for me. These rangers we need to deal with. Here we gotta pull back. Gotta focus these guys down. Focus this around a bit. Now here we are losing our... We've lost our very good Reichsguard unit. I hope we can at least recover them and not actually lose them entirely. Since I can't recruit any more of those. That wasn't maybe not my smartest. Oh my god, let's turn this back on. They're not doing very well. Just trying to survive on their own. Over here we're not doing great either. It's just archers trying to deal with that. So let's move these guys into position to help. Let's maybe move these gunners in to help. Lords, where are you? Okay. It was quite chaotic, this one. I definitely not going as expected. These guys I'm gonna put like here. One of my melee lords almost died there. Oh. Definitely missing out on a lot of stuff. Let's get these guys around here. Because it looks like these guys are gonna still kill me or something. My lord over there is also still taking a beating. All my cavalry is routing. These guys are... Yeah, but I don't want to use them anymore because they're just dead otherwise. Looks like they're breaking through. They're gonna get to my gunners. Jesus. Let's get these guys to just shoot at them. What is this? Turn these guys around. Okay, we do win the fight, but whew, at what cost? Let's just try and run some stuff down with the units that we do still have. Because that is very painful. Oh, did we just friendly fire there? Let's pull our cavalry out. And before more friendly fire happens, let's just torch them as they run away. That did not go very well. We're going to be taking the replenishment here. We lost half our army defeating that. Don't quite know where they went. Is their entire army gone? Okay, that's exactly what I was going for. Very good. So, we are doing okay fighting Norska, but it is hurting. This guy, he actually did very well. Let's give him that Faith Bastion thing. And then this guy, really, we need to up his health because he had nothing. Looks like he already has quite some defense. Maybe we should give him some more hit points, perhaps, just so he can tank a bit better. Okay, so Norska is hurt quite a bit. Let's see if I can get a peace treaty going with them. That'd be nice, although the chances are small. Now, it's still Karl's time to shine. Looks like they're about to attack here. I don't know if I can move him closer somehow. If I move him right here, that still gives me Misty Mountain chance. So if I move him right here, he's going to take some attrition with the army, but the chance of them running into an ambush is much greater than anything. So these both armies could easily just be defeated because we're still in ambush stance and they can't see me. So if they go for this, then we'll most likely intercept. And if they attack the city, which they think is just a garrison, Karl will just reinforce. So I think that's a win for us, but we'll see how it actually turns out. Okay, looks like we might be losing Black Pit. We don't have great recruitment capabilities, and I think gunners at this point are a very crucial part of this empire we've got. So we're going to try and build up our gunnery schools again. We're also still upgrading Altdorf, and we're trying to get our economy back up on track. But it's a bit difficult currently, considering everything. Let's get an extra unit of spearmen in here. They're very cheap, but they're still going to cost us. Just so we can kind of, you know, keep things afloat. We're going to need armies anyway, so... This army here is just really like a pain to my income. I could disband a part of it until a new threat shows up on my door. But not a big fan. I could march them out. Let's see. Are they at war with these elves? No, they're not. Plus, isn't that their main? No. There's another Norscan army already coming down, and there's a Festus army coming down as well here. So maybe I should just buff this army up a bit as well. It's gonna make it more expensive for me, but that's just something I'm gonna have to deal with somehow. Currently, I can afford it, but in a couple of turns, that'll be a whole different story. We can upgrade Kemperbad if we want, but I don't know if that's smart right now. Let's just kind of keep our money together and focus on unifying with Wissenland. So we got a couple more turns to go before that happens. Official for me, and I want to take it, even though they are... How the fuck did they get there? I can't win that. There's no way. How did I even get there? They're gonna... Oh, man. Oh, and they fucking sank that too. Oh. Okay, that hurts me. That pains me. I don't even know. They just must have stalked their way. And I mean, I still don't even see that army. They're just free to go at me again. And then you see this army showing up right here. They're sieging me here as well. They didn't make the move on Karl, which is exactly what I wanted them to do. There's just so many of them. Okay, maybe let's take the peace deal, considering that just happened. So they want peace. A non-aggression pact with that's not going to happen, but we are going to just peace it out for now with them. That's one threat I don't have to worry about for at least a little while. Now, I can march this army over here, but that Beastman army is going to just besiege me. Or unless they are inside the city. They might actually just be in the city, considering... No, they won't be in the city. This army needs to heal up a bit before I march them south to help, but I really need to march south today. Ideally. Can I... Isn't there like a decree that lets you... All electric count state troops will be... But that's not really... That's just these troops if I have any in that army, which I don't. Now here my recruitment has been blocked and I am under siege by multiple enemies. Now, I could march south, but then they're free to take Black Pit again, which is also not great. But Black Pit isn't necessarily generating me any money, so we will be marching Carl south, because I don't really have a choice at this point. I could force march them down, but then who knows what they'll do to me. Let's see, they have a range up until here from here, but then yeah. I'll march them into this tree line and then we'll see what happens. I don't really have a choice. Force march might be a bad idea, but we'll see about that. Now this army... This I'm also going to lose again. But the fact that they're here means that they're probably just going to take this and then they're going to take this again, because I am occupied here and I have nothing to deal. I have no way to deal with them. Oh, I really need to wait that extra turn for the replenishment, but I don't think I can wait another turn. And marching south is most likely going to mean I'm going to get ambushed. So, maybe I can make peace with the Beastmen? No, there's no way. Where's Todd? Is Todd not dealing with them? I thought Todd was on his way to deal with them. Where are you, Todd? I'm gonna have to enact the, I can't do the conscription either. Oh shit, I don't have any decrees ready. Okay, this might be a really tough siege against Festus and... Well, I don't think this army is the biggest issue. But I do have some trolls in there. It's gonna be a problem. But they're small trolls? Still trolls. It's this that really worries me, although it's mainly... This is okay. I mean, no, these are not okay. This is okay. This is not okay. This is also really struggling to fight. And Lord, I mean, yeah, I'm not quite sure how that's gonna go down. Oh, I need to march them down. I've got an idea. I'm gonna strengthen this army actually. Let's merge that. I'm gonna strengthen this. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is painful. Anti-large causes terror. I'll take these guys into this army. Now, since we're going to get ambushed, I'm not quite sure about this here. I'm gonna have to disband this after the battle, but I'm just gonna... I really need them right now. Armor piercing, armored, upgraded, heaven weaponry, armor. I'm not quite sure. I've never really used this unit, so I'm not entirely sure. These guys are cheap, but I don't know if cheap's what I need. I think I need tanky. Whatever's tanky I need. These guys are shock cavalry. These guys are also kind of shock cavalry. But let's get this, I think, has a lot of health. It's able to tank quite a bit and keep me into the fight a bit longer. So let's do that real quick. Now my coin here is at 0. I go minus 2k next turn, which is very bad. So we have to engage these beastmen this very turn. Marching here is most likely going to throw us into an ambush battle, but we'll just have to find a way to fight that battle. So let's see. Any second here, we're going to get ambushed. We're not going to get ambushed, so okay. That is really bad. I'm not quite sure why that... I was really expecting a fight. Where the hell are these beastmen? Oh boy. I don't have coin to colonize. We're going to take lots of losses over this turn. I need to find coin somehow.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Nobody wants to give me coin, obviously.
Who calls? Come then. Only Sigma's god.
What fealty are we at here? 8? Low funds. The low funds are really gonna hurt my armies. I'm really just gonna, and even on the defense here, it's gonna hurt me. But I feel like I gotta take the L here for a turn because yeah, I really need that strengthened army here, and that's in Boghaven. Okay, that was expected. We lose that. I did see that coming from a mile away, but we're not even gonna really care about that too much. And there we go, another battle. It's a Pyrrhic victory. Oh, I'm only fighting them too. That's not good. Pyrrhic victory? I can't really allow that to stand. I have to fight this battle. Alright, here we go. Let's not wait about it. Let's just get into it. Alright, here we go. We have gathered our army on one side. There's a big chunk of the enemy army that's quite powerful that's also coming in from the other side. We'll try and deal with them later. I've set up a couple of choke points, and during the battle I'll be trying to build some extra delays to deal with that. But then, if we can deal with this army first, then that's going to be very nice for us. Most of our range is here, so we'll be able to focus this down quite heavily. So let's try and do that. Now, let's try and hurt that lord. Wow, my lord's a flying unit who has a little fireball spell thing. Enchanted item that allows him to do that. I've been able to dash out a little early damage on that lord. Not the greatest, but I mean, it'll be just fine. And we have our mortars here, which really is gonna hurt these guys coming in. And then as soon as they get into my gun range here, we'll be able to do a lot of damage. These guys are ready to really pound them here. Send it, boys. There you go. These guys do not do well taking all this fire. As you see, these guys are very thinned out before they even get close to the wall. Now I'm gonna ask my... I'm just gonna let them shoot, actually. We'll deal with that lord later. Not the biggest concern of mine. Let's just focus down these remaining troops that are able to do some damage. These guys really aren't going to be a big threat here. They're just going to get shot down. Now the one troop I really have to try and keep alive is my my gunners. You see, these guys are slowly advancing on the wall. There's no point for me to just even try. I'm going to be trying to deal with this and the reinforcements that are going to be coming in on this side. And as you can see, we have successfully done that. I don't know how that lord got inside already. That's a bit odd, but let's go ahead and quickly bring my gunners down here. Actually, do I want to keep my gunners down here? I actually just want to keep them up on the wall. And let's try and get my lord in on here. We really just want to kill that lord. I don't know how they got in, actually. That's a bit concerning. Why is the gate open? Is it damaged? No, we just let it open? What is this shit? That's not entirely what I wanted. Let's get my lord in here. Let's move these guys back here, actually. Oh, that lord is now routing inside my city, which is not good. Okay, let's have a look at how well they're doing. Okay, they've repositioned and they're trying to come in at a little bit of a closer angle because they really just want to... Oh, no, that's a bad one if they take this, because this is the College of Light casts some mean looking things our way. Can we delay them in any way if they come in? Let's build a barricade here just to kind of slow them down a bit if they want to come out this direction. Okay. No, that's done. Where is their lord? Did we kill it? Looks like we did. Okay, no. The new enemy forces are coming in. Quite a large force here. But they'll probably suffer the same fate as the last ones. Now, I do hope that we can close our gate now. I don't know why our gate's open. Why is our gate open? What's going on here? Oh. Let's pull these guys back a bit. Let's just put these guys here. Put these guys here. I'm gonna start moving some extra troops out this way, since we will need to reinforce this as quick as possible. This is very cool, like, area. If you want to hold this point, like, this is very choke pointy. You can just kind of hold this. I don't know if they will come to you. Can they capture the city by just capturing this? I guess they can. Volkshall? Yeah, if they take this right here, I guess it's over for me. Not quite sure how badly these guys are going to try to push for that point. Could be that they will, actually. Maybe I should try and delay them a bit more. Just keep them occupied in combat. Well, let's just focus on dealing with this first, and then we'll see how we deal with the rest. Does this mean that they contest? Well, it doesn't say. So I think I'll be alright. Not having range right here is a bit of an issue, but if they all just clump up on the wall here, it's going to be a bit problematic. I have quite some troops here, but these guys are slow. It looks like they're coming in. Why is the gate open, guys? Tell me, someone. Let's move these guys over here, actually. Don't know why our gate's open. I don't like that one bit. You guys are still on your... No, you're not. Are you not equipped on your... Oh boy, they're just gonna be able to run through the gate. Is this for real? No. Okay, no. Okay, we are kind of scaring them off, but they're all coming for that gate because it's open, and that's really concerning. Okay, I've put these range units quite well. I'm gonna actually just put them like this, and then these guys are also positioned quite well, but I'm gonna move... No. I guess we'll just have to hold the gate here. Let's move these guys to the gate. Why are they just able to just walk into the gate? That's a bit... I don't like that. These guys are in. Got some trolls coming our way. Can't really delay that. That might go for that point here. We have another lord that we're really just gonna want to kill. They are clumping together quite nicely though, so let's fly out my lord here. And then just throw another fireball in their back when they're clumped like that. Let's go ahead and do that now. Very nice. Let's build another barricade here. Are they going for the Great Hall? Not quite sure what they're doing. But I do know we're doing quite some damage here at this choke point. Let's maybe get my lord in on that lord and just kind of deal with it. If I can kill him, then that's just going to be really nice and over real quick. No, these crossbows here are really just putting in the work now. Looks like they are capturing this here. Interesting. Looks like they've taken quite some damage also somehow. How are our lords fight? How's the lord fight? Enemy lord's holding up quite well. I'm not quite sure my lord's able to put in quite the dashes that he needs to put in. Let's pull him out. I don't want him taking too much damage here. We still got trolls to fight and shit. Let's get my cavalry out here. If they come around this way, then this could be an issue. Oh, they are capturing quite some of my stuff. They're starting to capture. What happened here? Okay, they broke a barrier. Just trying to delay that. Let's move these guys up a bit. Not sure pushing out is a smart idea since I will need range support. Seeing as things are going quite well, let's start mobilizing for the other flank. Start pushing these guys out. It looks like they're going for my Great Hall. And we're gonna wanna go and defend that. Now what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna pull back a bit. And ideally I'm gonna pull all my units back, put my gunners like this so they can just shoot them in the back and then just do the most damage. These units I'm gonna start mobilizing. They're going for capturing quite a lot of stuff, aren't they? Let's fly my lord out here. This seems to be quite under control. But what are you doing, man? Get back here. What the hell is that? Okay. Move these guys out this way. Let's throw my load in on these. Actually, no. Let's just do a fireball on them first, and then we'll go in. Here we go. And then let's go in. He does take out 2 with that. Well, actually 1 to be exact, but if he could deal with this unit, that'd be nice. It does look like this tower, whatever it is doing quite the damage, so nice. Okay, we really need to move these guys up. We are camping here. These trolls are going to be a big issue for this troop. They're going to have to go in there and fight that. Look at these cool halls, though. They're trying to take the Hall of Sigmar? I don't think so. These trolls got to go. Now here, I have a bit of an engagement. Looks like it's about to shape up. Actually, I just want to... I really got to get these ranged guys on here. Move these guys. My lord has managed to deal with this unit. It does look like they are ranged and they're trying to shoot at my lord, so let's get them out of there. The battle here is kicking off. These ranged units have to fight that. How are we doing at the gate here? Are we still fighting this? Wow. I don't think we are, but that lord is very strong apparently. He's I guess. Alright, let's move these guys up to here. Let's move this cavalry out here also. As long as my range is now shooting down at these trolls, that's fine. These guys are just a meat shield, to be honest. Don't know how we're doing in the Great Hall, though. Are we engaged here? Yes, we are engaged here. Well, I can zoom out of it, but I can't zoom into it. What is this? Let me in. Gotta see what's going on. Okay, there's a fight. These wolf monster things are tearing us apart from the looks of it. Nothing quite like a fight under Sigmar's gaze. Okay, let's focus. There we go, we have our victory. The enemy army is defeated. Beautiful. Let's end it here. Although I would love to kill some more of these actually before they run off. Alright, nice victory. Let's take the replenishment. 28%. We have a nice treasury bonus, which might just keep us afloat this turn. And Festus is probably coming in with another siege here. Maybe not. Alright, we killed quite a lot of beastmen. I mean Norskins. The beastmen we've located and they are on the move. Can we reach them with our army? Of course we can't. He managed to just somehow get on the other side of my city. How is that even? How is that even possible? Okay, we're gonna move Karl up. Right up to the edge here. Enforced march, obviously. We'll attack with this army, which forces the battle. No. No. Can I get him a bit closer? I can get him over here. Let's do this. They retreat. Shit. Not close enough, probably. I see nothing but problems here. Even this. Oh. This army could come and assist defeat this army, but these guys still have free reign, and I really don't like that. This guy can attack again. I'm gonna move Carl closer. Don't know if that's gonna be close enough to pull him in. It doesn't look like it. Fuck. If I put this guy in forced march, can I put him on the edge? I can put him on the edge. That might pull him in. Let's do that at least. At least I have some assistance. But this army is probably not strong enough to deal with this army. But it'll have to be together with this army. Fuck, why is Carl just out of range, man? That sucks. Let's see. Decisive victory? I think we'll take the auto resolve here. Just so we can kind of get going. Decisive victory is good. 100 losses, yeah. We'll take that replenishment. And then from here on, we just have to... This guy is going back into the city. And my big concern is that these guys can ambush me fairly easily now. But our focus will be to take this out. 2 more turns before we can confederate with Wissenland here. Ooh, we're close to a peace deal with these guys, actually. The black bit? What if I let him have the black bit? Can you imagine? Wow. Giving them the black bit is interesting, honestly. That'll just like ease the pressure off of me for a while. If I can force that, let's think about it. Let's think about giving them the black bit. At this point, I need to just kind of focus on consolidating my power. And the black bit's out of reach for me to just kind of really deal with it. And they'll probably just get taken out by them anyway, because I have plenty of armies. So if I give them the black bit, alright, I lose a tier 3 city, which is giving me a little bit of coin. It's got good recruitment capabilities, but really it doesn't really do anything for me. So let's give them the black pit. Let's make a temporary peace with Norska so they stop invading me from all over the place. I can focus on the beastmen, confederate Wissenland, take out the vampires, and just really get things right again. Let's do that. Let's take this deal. They're weak right now, and I'm not going to get this chance again. So we'll give them the black pit. As you can see, a non-aggression pact for a while is going to be very handy. But really, there's not really anything else that they can offer me. But they're going to pay me 12,000, which is also going to elevate me out of my thing. And I'm going to ask them to join the war against the Fasundis. Now that right there is very good diplomacy. You see, that took 150 points doing that. But them joining the war against the Fasundis is really going to help me, because that's going to weaken them, create infighting. But maybe I can even ask them to join the war against the Beastmen, which they like. They're not very keen on taking that deal, because I like them. Well, in this case, we're going to take this deal. We're going to give them the Black Pit settlement. They're going to pay us 12,000 for it. We'll have peace, a non-aggression pact, and they will join the war against the Fasundis, which is like my main threat this entire campaign, or the majority of this campaign. So we'll take that deal. There we go. That takes a lot of pressure off of us from them, gives us a lot of money so we can actually get our economy fixed. We're gonna invest a lot of that in fixing our economy. Now, here there's a lot of opportunity. This costs me a lot of money, doesn't earn me a lot of money. This is a worthy investment, I think. I do also want to upgrade this to level 4, but I'm not quite sure how many threats I have to deal with. Are these beastmen going to shift towards here? Do I want to upgrade that? Yes. Is it too expensive? Yes. This, do I want to upgrade this? Also worth it, I think. Cheap stuff. Now let's save our money a little bit, since we are still not out of the woods yet. Since we still have one of these guys roaming about. He's probably going to attack right guard next turn. Oh, can you reach that? Maybe not. Reichland's not ready. Ideally, I want to build these, no, can't I build that here? The Night Watch. Alright, gotta build some better defenses. Okay, that was some really nice diplomacy there. That diplomacy is going to help us tremendously, since they're now at war with the Fasundites, so... Now they are weak, so the Fasundites might be able just to push them out of here, which allows me to recap that later. Now the vampires, on the other hand, are also going to be able to rebuild their strength And they'll probably attack me again at some point, so I gotta keep that in mind. But for now, I have a little bit of breathing room, which is exactly what we needed. The beastmen that are in the middle of my lands, that's the biggest concern of all, because they can just cause havoc all over the place. And I really just don't want that to happen. As you can see, if we're looking at the map, Chaos has come very close. They're on the edge with the Wood Elves here, who are also fighting them, so I hope that they can last quite a bit. They're not the greatest strength. Then there's still the vampires, which I've been at war with the entire time. Maybe they're also interested in a peace. They're not interested in peace at the moment, so that's also unfortunate. It's really trying to pick my battles here. Our Imperial Authority has dropped, which is really just gonna hurt us in general. Public order's gonna take penalties. I'd love to upgrade that, but it's crazy expensive. Alright, let's end our turn. That's nice about it. Okay. Your armies desire battle? He's on his way again. An unusual location at Altdorf. Let's have a look what we got. We got a dwarf mineshaft, which is going to give me income improvements, tradable resources, chance for events to trigger related to this location. Sure, I think it looks okay. I don't see the issue. Now this is my biggest issue here. I still can't reach him, because why would I be able to reach him? You know?
I am Prince and Emperor.
I want Carl to attack him somehow. Use beast paths, traverse nearby house armies. May intercept. It's interesting. Problem is that I'm in forced march, so my army isn't gonna do that well. We're gonna go and chase. But I have another problem. Like, this army here is gonna attack this, and if I can save that, I should. So we're gonna force march our way into Castle Right Guard. Now, I'd be really surprised if they attack the settlement while I'm out here. Like, they just walk around me. But, I mean, that's a possibility of them pulling off this move. So Castle Right Guard is now secured since we have troops in it. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade this also to boost our income. So within 3 turns, we're going to have quite a significant amount of extra income. I'm just a little bit worried about these Skaven, which are just sitting on my border. It looks like they're ready, and they are strength rank 2. So the chance of them declaring war on me is quite big at this point. And once they do that, I think this campaign's pretty much over. We are almost 1 turn away from being able to consolidate our power with Wissenland. Now, that's going to be very tricky since they have a lot of armies also, and they have very decent armies, I think. Looks very expensive. I could request the army. I have 44. Oh, I forgot that that was a thing that you could do. You could just take an allied army and just use it. Ooh. Oh no, don't do that. Don't come and steal my territory. That's just evil of you. Yeah, once I take over Wissenland, it's going to be very difficult financially to maintain all their armies. They have so much, and its upkeep is going to be like crazy high. Once I have that strength, I might be able to pull off a peace with the vampires, even though they're not the most powerful. But they are still out there, and they are a threat, so I really just got to find a way to just slowly take everything back piece by piece. Alright. Let's maybe... Does it cost me to give her an order? 10 allegiance? Yeah, sure, you have to deal with this army, lady. Not with whatever the fuck you're doing here. Let's also give this army the order to attack here. And this army the order to attack here. It cost me quite some allied points, but at least we can coordinate a bit better. Okay, let's end our turn here and see what happens. Let's actually go have a look if we can get any quick deals going. Some extra trade agreements would be nice here. Not quite, but that would really bring in quite the income. They don't like me all that much. Maybe I can use the Imperial Machinations to improve some relations with them, but I don't seem to be able to. Okay, 1 more turn and we can confederate. I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do, but I think uniting the Empire is definitely a good thing to do. Plus, Elspeth is an extremely good lord, so... Financially, we're still going, like, absolutely nowhere. I'm really hoping they attack here so I can actually use these expensive units and then disband them and replace them with much cheaper units. Oh, calm down. Alright, let's end our turn. We'll arrange political favors. Alright, another... Oh, he's showed up over here, but where did the beastmen go? Oh, this is always interesting. Oh, they crossed. Okay, so they are fleeing. We do want to take back the city because if I don't take it back, the Skaven here is about to take it. It is gonna be a financial pain to do that, though. We're gonna have to do some serious economics. Looks like our authority keeps dropping now. Now, these guys are still not afraid of me. Interesting, they are quite weak, so... Okay, we've taken back Boghaven. We're going to want to build that up. It's going to cost me even more money. And then here, we might want to actually launch the attack on Festus, although I'm not entirely sure this army... Actually, this army is definitely capable of dealing with that. It's just Festus in the end. He's got quite some good units. These champions, on the other hand, are a bit of a threat, and the fact that I don't have a lot of gunners to deal with them is also a bit of a threat. But I have this big, the Wonder of Age landship, which I've never used in my entire life of playing Total War. I mean, Warhammer. I think it's a new edition, or has been a new edition at some point. It's been a while since I actually played fully the campaign. Alright, we can confederate Wissenland. Let's do that, and then things are about to get really weird, but let's go for it. Okay, so I definitely have enough things. Let's go ahead and send aid, which is the send aid will allow me, will actually give us 2 fealty with this faction, and we are 1 fealty away from being able to confederate. Now, where are we going to send aid? We're going to send it right here since he's on the march to take it. So we'll do that. So we've now sent our aid. Perfect. Now let's have a look. This army actually listened to my command. They have taken Swarthaven from the vampires. Where did Elspeth go? Elspeth, I actually really need her. She's in Helmgard. Okay. You see I'm minus 1,000 now, but after I'm done here, I'm going to be like minus who knows how much, because these armies, I can't afford it. But let's see how much damage we can do with these armies before we have to disband them this very turn. Right, let's do the unthinkable. Let's unify with Wissenland. We have now taken over Wissenland, which is very nice. But as you can see, our income has gone to minus 14,000. That is, well, unattainable. Now this army here is able to attack. Now these armies here are in a bit of a meh position. It does look like this one's already out of movement range. This one still has some range. He can probably deal with this army, although it's just a bunch of lords. We can auto-resolve win that if they don't retreat. Not sure if that was the greatest move. They retreat, of course. Now I can't reach them. Very painful. Okay, now. He's not afraid of me yet, but I could give him a little city that he's probably going to take anyway. Then he's willing to take that peace treaty, and I don't have to deal with him for a while. It does allow him to build up some strength, though, but... I mean, that's an option that I have, you know. So I can give him this one little city. The city brings me 38 gold, 36 gold, and I mean, yeah, not the greatest city anyway. I could just, you know, do some stuff. Minus 14 is a lot, you know, to deal with. I mean, I could take the loss for this one turn and see what happens, but preferably I don't do that. I mean, this is a financial nightmare, to say the least. She has cannons galore. We're gonna have to start doing some cuts. Now, this here alone, like, her army is just crazy. The cannons, I mean, the demigriffs are also really nice to have. Like, these knights, we're gonna have to start to disband anyway, you know. There's no way I can attain this kind of army, these kind of armies, so Even these demigirths, I mean, they're just a real hog on my economy. So let's just get rid of them and hope that we can recruit them again at some point. Since she has them, she probably has the ability to recruit more. Let's also get rid of 2 of these cannons. We don't need that many cannons. Let's maybe keep 1 demigirth knight in that army for now. This unit, absolutely worthless. We don't need that. And that's already cut our income quite a bit. They got a nice steam tank in here. I'd love to keep that. But yeah, cuts are needed across the board. Lots of like random lords that are out here. I don't know if you disband the wizard. I think you get rid of him forever, don't you? This guy has a boost income, so let's send him to the capital of Nuln where he can actually be of service. This lord has some skills. He really needs to buffen up if he's going to be fighting vampires. Even this, what is this? What kind of army is this? It's just cavalry focused. I could take the elf for a turn, financially, ruining me, but then next turn, I mean, all my armies are going to be taking a beating, but yeah. I don't know how to... I mean, the only way to really just do that, because you see my expenses are 23,000 in army upkeep. And like this right here is costing me 800. This little unit with his level 1 engineer, I mean, this we're just going to disband since this is extremely expensive. Oh, can I just disband everyone at once? No? Let's just disband. Okay, I can't select everyone. What's this? Okay. Why can't I disband you? Selected unit may not be disbanded until... Oh yeah, okay, I get it. Disband everyone else. Let's get rid of everyone else, and then let's get rid of him. This is really just gonna cut the budget down a bit. And then... I'm really checking how I'm gonna do this. I really just kind of want to force that peace with the vampires. I do want to fight them and defeat them, but I don't know if I have... I mean, not with the income I have currently. It's impossible for me to do. These armies are also just extremely expensive. Like, this army costs 4,000 upkeep. This army here costs 4,800 upkeep. This is just... These 2 armies, disbanding them alone, would allow me to just be able to survive. Let's go ahead and do that deal with Vlad so I can just kind of consolidate, build up until they attack again. I mean, yeah, it'll be a bitch fighting them once they're back at full strength, but... Right now they're not. They don't have a lot of land to really go at it. And I think these guys are at war with them also. No, they're not, but... okay, that's nice. Let's get that trade deal. That's going to bring me in a bit more money. Let's get that trade deal. See, getting that extra strength was kind of worth it. Let's see if we can get any extra deals now that we've a bit more stronger. Even the man-eaters in Averlon is a bit more respectful towards us now, so we can get that trade deal. Look at that money that's going to bring in. Beautiful. Let's also get that trade deal with the man-eater. A non-aggression pact would also not be bad, except that kind of affects my... How much you're going to pay me for this deal? Yeah, let's just do that for now. We really want to get paid the most military access. Nothing interesting. The Heralds of Ariel want a alliance. Defensive alliance? A full alliance they're also interested in. So is Nordland. Nordland, who's at war with everybody already. Who are not going to last much longer. We're in a defensive alliance with them already, but I think... the thing is, yes, but no, because of this right here. Clan Skyre's here. They're on their way to attack them from the looks of it. And Nordland is just really holding out here. Wow, they actually have quite some troops also. Okay, Nordland is our next target to consolidate with, or maybe Averland. I'm not entirely sure. Averland doesn't really have much except for this one. They're just holding this area here. I'm really thinking, what can I do to be of great service here? I could take the elf for 1 turn. We'll move this guy in here just to kind of be the defensive force together with what's this here? Let's try and consolidate these 2 armies into 1 army, which will cut my expenses by half. The minus 6k is, I mean, the minus 10k is still very painful. I could disband this army as there is no imminent threat except for the beastmen, which are probably going to attack. I do want to attack this, so let's go ahead and do that as we were planning to do anyway. That's going to bring us an extra bit of money if we manage to win that. It says decisive victory, which is really nice. I do want to take that auto-resolve preferably, but I kind of also want to fight it, so it's not going to be a decisive victory if I fight it, but we're still going to fight it anyway because I want to see some of these troops in action that I spent so much money on. Yeah, let's just do it, you know, for funsies. Is it a siege battle? What kind of battle is it going to be? Open field battle, nice. I have the high ground, also very nice. And I have a tree line behind me, and not that that really matters, but apparently this is going to be a decisive victory. I have a different idea that it's not really going to be a decisive victory, to be honest. I might just lose this battle for all I know. Then we have our Demigryph Knights. We haven't had these yet in this campaign, so very nice to see these guys make their entry. They're going to be absolutely devastating to this enemy. At least I hope they are going to be. And these are not just regular Demigryph Knights. These are the Royal Altdorf Griffites. So these guys are going to be the best of the best. So I am going to expect a lot of them. Left flank should be secured with our cavalry. Let's go in. Let's start causing havoc. Here we go. Good luck. Have fun. If I can focus these guys on these large units, what is that? Ooh, interesting. Yeah, he's a wizard, isn't he? Sure, let's get my lords out here. Let's keep this guy back. Just try and hold that up. No, gunners and archers are starting to shoot. No crazy flanks visible yet. Okay, our lord's holding up quite some troops here, which is nice. Alright, our gunners are shooting like crazy. Exactly what we want them to do. He has minus melee defense on troops. He has... Well, I'm just checking the abilities. Now I gotta be a bit careful with my lord here. There's a big old chonker coming up. I really don't want my lord to get too caught up in that. So let's do the damage resistance already, since he's probably taking quite a bit. Let's bring in all these enemies here. Let's focus this down. This needs to go in on that. This is very bad here. Okay, they have some sword units here. Let's move out like so. Things are about to get really interesting here. Let's get my lord in on that monstrous unit. This here's a bit of a problem. I'm gonna slowly move this. I'm starting to see an issue. It's not good for my troops here, but okay, we'll have to deal with that. Gonna send these guys forward to deal with this. Oh, this is problematic, but these are great axe infantry, not the worst. Let's focus my archers here. Let's focus here. These guys are absolutely surrounded, not what I wanted to happen, since this is definitely going to be their death. Oh boy, these guys are absolutely down. Dead. My Griffiths are dead. I don't know if I can pull them out at this point. Oh my god, get the fuck away! Where's my main lord? We need to deal with Festus somehow. Let's focus down my lords on Festus. These guys need to focus down on this. These guys need to come around the back. How's he get around? I need to save my good unit that I had so much hope for. We're fighting Festus on the field here. Let's trigger this on him. They're now routing. I'm trying to get them out, but yeah. Gotta focus down, get these guys in that fight. Okay. We're dealing with a big monster quite well, actually. Just push this out. This lord, I'm gonna pop his ability. This guy's gotten stuck again. He needs to go and deal with Festus. Looks like they have one of the monsters on top of my tank thing. Interesting, let's focus on that actually. Focus dealing with that. Now this left flank is a bit problematic. Oh, this is very problematic right here. Oh, no. Need to pull these guys back to help deal with that. The right flank, I'm not really paying attention. These shock cavalry need to pull back out. Need them to attack here. I really need to give him all these abilities right now while fighting Festus, so we can actually have a bit more chance of winning that fight. What kind of speed is this? These guys are still dug in. If I can pull them out, that'd be great. They were absolutely useless this fight, I'm not gonna lie. I'll deal with these fucking dogs. These dogs just instantly want to go for my archers, which is a bit problematic. Do we deal with this monster yet, or are we still fighting the monster here? We're still fighting the monster here. My archers here are struggling. I need to deal with this aspiring champions, but I need gunners to deal with those aspiring champions since they do an incredible amount of damage. The enemy army is in retreat from the looks of it, or largely in retreat. I want to get these outriders to chase. Yeah, I'm gonna hope these guys survive. Let's just do a rear charge on here, I guess. Alright, the enemy lord is dead. Festus is defeated. Let's go ahead and focus on this large unit with these guys, and let's get one guy in here. Now the retreat is on, but yeah, it is quite difficult. Now I had more hopes for my my Griffite units. They didn't do that well, honestly, but they got surrounded there. I didn't pay too much attention, or I didn't pay enough attention. Let's put it that way. Full armies and the enemy armies in full retreat. We did win the fight, but I think we took quite some losses here. I'll try and kill whatever's left of this this force so we can get as many. At least we killed Festus again, or wounded him for the time being. There we go. Nice victory. We do take some extra rewards home, and we get to take back this city. And somebody got a... What did he get? What is this? A Reaper? I don't know what that is. Mighty Demigryph. Gets a Demigryph. Larger than the Knightly Order standard shock. Okay, nice. Good. I'm glad he has that now. Let's... interesting stuff right here. We're not quite there yet, but we'll get it. Let's get him to do the hard to hit. Do we want to up his defenses more? Let's just give him some more offensive capabilities now. This guy has the pistol core. Let's upgrade that to level 2, which is always worthy to have. Now we almost have enough to cover the cost here of one turn until we can start consolidating. This warrior priest, I mean, what do we have here? I mean, the warrior priest is level 4, but we should probably embed him into one of these armies. This huntsman is very high. He has immortality. Let's check what he has. I'm not used to playing with huntsmen all that much. That's probably why you haven't seen me use it yet, but I mean, interesting. Oh, so much cavalry. Is this all shock cavalry, or is it's just regular cavalry? Can we get a little bit more information on this unit? I guess not. Alright. We're still short a few coin. We just weakened Festus, and he's now having to deal with the Norscan stuff. Now Elspeth needs to start moving east, I think. Do we go east? Or I think we... I mean, really, we need to have a force that goes north, ideally, not east or anything. But I'm really worried about this Skaven becoming an issue, so maybe I should keep her in the south while Carl cleans up. Let's have her move this way. I could disband her army entirely, but I don't see how that's going to solve my issues. My issues are these two armies right here, which are very expensive. The tank I definitely want to keep, but it's also a crazy expensive one. I mean, these troops alone. I mean, this guy also just cost me 360 a turn. I mean, he's worth it, I think. This general, on the other hand, not so much. Let's turn this into one single army. This is a degrading army. Carl is kind of growing quite strong here. I mean, Vlad here. He only has 3. Who else is he at war with? Let's have a look. He's at war with me, Averland, and Nordland, so he doesn't really have much, but he's very keen on taking that peace deal. He just wants to take a peace deal right now. I don't have to give him anything. And he's going to pay me 4k for that? And the one thing I really want with that is a bit of a non-aggression pact, but in the end, I don't really want the non-aggression pact. Let's just take the peace for now, so we're a little bit safe. He's weak. He's just going to want to build up strength, but I think we'll take this deal. Let's just take it, so I can just kind of focus on my economy without having to worry about him this very turn. Okay, this gives me enough money to survive a turn, so there we go. We've got that figured out. Now, our focus should be to take out Festus. Festus is... I think he only has 3 settlements. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I think he only has 3, yeah. So, now we march Karl north. He goes straight north. He can travel through our own lands for the majority of the part, cross here at Talabheim, and then start taking stuff. But we'll also need to push up the second army. But we can't really do that as long as the beastmen are here. So Elspeth will have to deal with the beastmen. We'll have to increase our army or merge it with our Altdorf army in some way. What I am worried about is that the beastmen go for Marienburg next, which is not ideal since we have been building up there quite a bit. But we'll see how it goes. I want to thank everybody for watching this far. We're going to be ending the episode here, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. So I'll see you then. Goodbye.
People of the Empire, rejoice! Today marks a glorious chapter in our history. The negotiations with Wissenland have concluded, and they have chosen unity over division, strength over isolation. Wissenland now stands fully and proudly within the Empire's embrace. Their resolve becomes our resolve. Their soldiers, our soldiers. Their iron, our iron. With this unification, our realm grows stronger, more resilient, and far better prepared to meet the trials that lie ahead. Let our enemies take heed. We are no longer a scattering of provinces fighting alone. We are one empire, united in purpose and bound by faith in Sigmar's light. With Wissenland beside us, we stride into the coming storm with renewed might. Whatever challenges rise, Norscan, vampire, beast, or demon, we shall meet them as one people, one banner, one empire. This is but the beginning. The age of unification is upon us, and the empire grows stronger with every dawn.